It is called America's Game. Army and Navy hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Tradition, pageantry. It's a game like no other. One in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the privilege to sing second. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Black Knights will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Navy's offense will get the first swing of the game. All of these players on the field might have a higher calling, but guys, in this one, tough, hard-nosed running games against stout defenses.
And almost every year we go to this game, and there is absolutely nothing like it.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead! The 20. Touchdown, Navy! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Just drives it between the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. He's looking to pass. Makes the pass. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. On the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. On the option, he breaks a tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. The back goes in motion.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
They want to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Now on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Give to the big fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. The big fullback's got it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll be brought down. Defense might bring the house here. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Handoff to the fullback. Last time the Cadets and Mids clashed, it was Army winning a close one.
They came out, they did what they needed to do late in the game to get the win, and they've been talking about it for an entire year back in West Point, getting another win over their big rival Navy.
And the bragging in this rivalry is enormous, right? Like, it's not just a normal game. This is a game that everybody watches, everybody cheers for, but the uniforms really, really matter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Showing the arm strength to the left. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. forcing this drive from the 28-yard line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. Got enough for the first. And more yards after contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to get to him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Black Knights line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. A first down for the offense. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Sticks it in his belly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Navy will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Navy will go back on the attack. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Plows through the defense. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy will have to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Bust through behind his pad. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Army!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, there are rivalries, and then there is undeniably the most meaningful rivalry in sports. And the battle for the chance to sing second in today's Army-Navy game has been a sight to behold. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He'll ride his man on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Running back goes in motion. Now on the option. And they'll knock him down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And and the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the option. Now the toss. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now this offense will take the field again. The option look. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here comes the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They're facing a 3rd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Goes to the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. On the option. Slips a tackle and he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The give to the fullback. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Now on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, midshipman! Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment. Obviously, only show went down. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead, Palmer.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires deep on the run. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, going to the air. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Off play action on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The option look. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Getting some heat. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Had to throw it before he wanted, and they can't make the play on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll just keep slinging it. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then stride it into the end zone.
Powers forward. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. They'll run the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Nice move to stay on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Give to the fullback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He'll ride his man on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Black Knights will have it first and 10. He's got his man. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.